A pleasure to meet all at last. Welcome back to Bandtastic here on HJN, and more importantly, in contrast to Weezer and Blink-182 being highly regarded bands and highly popular for what they are, we're going to go with something that's a little more on the obscured side when it comes to rock and roll. For number 2108, let's go ahead and talk a bit about Arctic Monkeys. And on top of all that, this is the first band that I'm going to talk about here that's not American. So, these guys are English-based, founded in 2002, and have in total released 9 albums along with a few dozen singles and music videos. Not to mention several extended plays, or EPs for short. So, that's basically what they've done so far. And while they are still active as of today, a number of things are pretty much worth talking about. I guess the first and foremost thing that's about these guys, as opposed to what we've seen from Blink-182 and Weezer, is that I guess some people out there might not remember these guys too well for a couple of reasons. One of their extended play albums happens to drop an F-bomb, which I do not and never will approve. I guess that's one negative about them that I might as well just get out of my chest immediately. And I guess one other thing is just the fact it's had a pretty savage history. The band itself in 21 years, which is quite a long time to be rocking out, if you will. Then again, look at the likes of Pink Floyd and Kiss, for example. 50 years across the board, for each of them at least. So, not much more to talk on that, but otherwise, I can't necessarily put together a lot of other things here. This is, again, probably a good reason why these guys are more obscured than any of the latter I've talked about so far here in Bandtastic. But I guess what the main thing is, in regards to having this on the channel, is that these guys might just be worth talking about today. In the same way that I found an excuse, quothetically, to talk about Weezer and Blink-182 in the year 2023, a point in history where somehow rock is dead. It's not dead unless I say so, for the record. You might as well call me the last hope for rock and roll, in the same way that Trunks from Dragon Ball Z is regarded as the last hope for the future. Yeah, comparing myself to him. Not much more to take away here, but just know the fact that Arctic Monkeys is still around. Maybe they will find a way to catch up with the others that I've talked about, as well as many others that I have yet to talk about here on Bandtastic. I'll see you guys then with the next installment.